What's broken with Lonzo Ball? We're going to talk about that today here on Ball Facts because he hasn't been doing so hot as of late, and a lot of people have been noticing it. So if you were to Google Lonzo Ball right now, you'd see time is running up for Lonzo. The Ringer, struggling New Orleans Pelicans need to trade Zoe. Pelicans recap, the good, the bad, and Lonzo Ball.
Now that's too much.
Sports Illustrated, should the Clippers trade for Lonzo? They got rumors about the Knicks, the Raptors, the Mavericks. And then Forbes says that the Pelicans are leveraging the market for Lonzo. Clippers interested in trading for ZO2. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Are the Mavs really interested in Lonzo Ball trade? And people think they know what's going on and why, but this is Ball Facts, so we must address it and bring the facts. I made a video last year about what it means for Lonzo to be coached by Stan Van Gundy. I thought it would work out because he's a hard-nosed coach like LeVar, but I listened to Stan Van Gundy's huddle and I seen that he's unintentionally excluding Lonzo from the game plan. Let's listen.
Let's get our defense together right off the bat. On misses, let's run. On makes, get down the floor and into your spots. Zoe will get you his call, and we execute with pace.
Initially, that sounds great, but let's break it down. Number one, he talks about defense, and we love that because Lonzo plays defense aggressively, and we know defense wins games. Number two, he talks about running back on missed shots. Now, that sounds great, but there is something he should emphasize a little more, and we'll get to that. Moving on to the third thing he said. He says, if the opposing team makes their shot, I need you guys to run back and set up the play. And then Zoe will call the play and they'll run it quickly. Okay, let's dissect this because I know I have a lot of casual fans that don't understand why Lonzo isn't excelling in the NBA and what's wrong with this game plan. And if the coach does not emphasize to his team to adapt these habits, Lonzo Ball will in turn be almost obsolete. Now, the first thing we got to address is him saying run back on missed shots. Yes, that's great, but that's not good enough. If you have Lonzo Ball as a point guard, you got to emphasize to your team that soon as they miss that shot and you guys are running, we're trying to get the ball to Lonzo so he can pass it up the court and that we can get an easy bucket. That's the main priority. Make sure you guys got your head up looking for a Lonzo Ball pass. Run up that court as fast as you can, beat your man, and resetting this is our last option. We don't want to have to reset. We want the easy points. We want to draw a foul. He's got to let them know if I catch you jogging up that court after they miss a shot, you're going to get pulled out. He's got to tell them, you saw Lonzo right there. Why did you dribble it up yourself when you see Lonzo? We're on a fast break. He's real close to you. Give it to him. And then the next thing he said in the huddle, he said, if they make it, run back down there and basically get into your spot because we're going to run some plays. He should not be saying that if he wants Lonzo Ball to be Lonzo Ball. I mean, if you want him to be Rondo or Chris Paul, I guess you could just say that, even though he's not them. He's not a shooting guard. That's not his game. So let's address this. What he should be saying right here is, soon as they make that shot and you guys take off, whoever's closest to the rim, you're passing that ball in as fast as you can. We're going to find Lonzo Ball. We're going to run. We're going to try to create another fast break. Every time they make a shot, we're back up the court. Resetting it and calling a play and executing the play quickly is our last option. He should be on the sidelines yelling at whoever forgot and was passing the ball in leisurely after a made shot. What's the use of everybody running back down if you're not continually trying to get easy buckets? I'm tired of everybody expecting Lonzo to play the way he used to play when he's not in the style he used to play. You guys expect Shaq to go out there and be Shaquille O'Neal without dunking. Dunking is Shaq's specialty. Lonzo's specialty is running the ball down the court faster than most people while surveying the floor at the same time and finding an open man. So if the defense is already set down there, you can't run a fast break. Slowly walk it up the court, okay. But if they just made a shot, why are you inbounding the ball so slowly and walking up the court when they're not set yet? Why is not people leaking out? You have Lonzo Ball. Why are people not leaking out and looking for the open pass? Lonzo has gotten used to this. You want to know why he doesn't look happy out there? He's not using his skill that he got drafted for. People say Lonzo's a bust. He was drafted number 2. He should be doing more. He got drafted number 2 from using his go-to skill. If you take away his go-to skill, you shouldn't be expecting him to do what he used to do. And I just showed you Van Gundy's huddle so you could see that Lonzo will never thrive unless these things are implemented and emphasized on any team he goes to. He will always be considered a bust. He will always be looked at as someone who never lived up to their potential. And it's all because people won't use his potential. They refuse to. At this level, all of a sudden, the NBA Summer League would, but not now. And if you guys want me to blame Lonzo for something, I will. Right now, Lonzo, you got to stand up for yourself. You can't let these coaches bully you around like this. From day one, you should have said, why don't we do it this way, Luke? Let's try this. And if they're not listening, then in the media, you don't come out crazy. I'm not saying go full LeVar Ball, but you make statements saying, I believe we should do it this way. And I believe we should do it that way. And because of this, we're not winning. And we won't until this. Make it known that they're not utilizing you. Tina and LeVar raised them to be respectful. And that's what he's doing. He's trying his best to be respectful, fit into the team, and do what's asked of him. But in the meantime, you got trade rumors. Look how that works out for you. That's LiAngelo had to learn that too in Lithuania. Sometimes you got to stand up for yourself. Sometimes you got to stand out. Sometimes you may have to look like the troublemaker. Sometimes you guys think that all these NBA stars are prima donnas. Well, sometimes they had to be in these locker rooms. They had to be with these NBA executives, or else they would get walked all over and not utilized correctly, like Lonzo Ball right now. Let me tell you how great Lonzo Ball is. He's so great that he was a number 2 draft pick, Summer League MVP, the savior of UCLA, without having good dribbling skills, without having the proper shooting mechanics. His skill set that he was specialized in was so great that everyone acknowledged he was definitely NBA material, even though he didn't have those other skill sets that are like basic necessities. And what's the kicker is, the one thing that got him in the NBA, despite having all these deficiencies, nobody wants to capitalize on. Nobody wants to use. Nobody wants to bring out. That's why we want to see Lonzo Ball with LaMelo, because they'll naturally come out that way. And by the comments that I read, I feel like people think that I'm in denial about Lonzo Ball. I'm not. I know that if Lonzo is not allowed to play his game, he is so mediocre. I know that. I see the way he's so inconsistent, his shot, his layup package, his handles. I actually know that. But the truth is, you're in denial. You're in denial that Lonzo still has his specialized skills and they're not being used. So with all the trade rumors going on, it doesn't matter where Lonzo Ball goes. The Clippers, the Knicks, the Mavericks. Until you emphasize the things I said in this video, you will not get an A+ Lonzo Ball. You're gonna get a bench warmer Lonzo Ball. He'll be great on defense and he'll be inconsistent. Some nights, great nights, some nights, okay nights, some nights, horrible nights. So to all the people who just don't understand why Lonzo Ball has changed when he got in the NBA, now you know. Will you accept it? That is the question. His skills are not being utilized. The human fast break is being asked to slam on the brakes. And we question why Lonzo isn't producing. He's playing slower than he's used to. He doesn't usually have time to think. Lonzo plays off of instinct, but they have slowed his game down so much he has time to get in his head. He didn't even know he could get in his head. Until a team makes a half-court set their last priority while having Lonzo Ball, they will never get the true Lonzo Ball. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Ball facts again. Peace.